Hello, ladies and gentlemen, goblins and dwarves. Oh, bugging it up already. It's been very rusty. It has been a while since I've uploaded anything. Mostly on account of work, to be fair. I think the last time I uploaded a video was slightly before Christmas. So that would have just been a case of work got really busy, and then I just had no opportunity really to record basically. And then after that, there was Christmas period. That's obviously very busy with all them New Year's and pretending to be interested in family and stuff like that. Um, and then I was ill for a long time, trying to recover. Basically, I got knocked on my ass for about 2 weeks or something, and then took another 2 or 3 weeks to get back to 100%. But we're back now, and it's been months since I played any Dwarf Fortress, so hopefully I'm not too rusty. But anyway, we'll just jump straight back into it. We are building a new fortress today, and it's going to be a challenge one. And the challenge will be I'm not allowed to build underground. Basically, it's going to be an above ground fortress. There'll be a few niches to it, so I am allowed to dig and quarry and get stone and go down through the Z levels like that, but I'm not allowed to build like workshops or houses or anything underground. Not allowed to make use of underground for anything essentially. And we'll see how that goes. I think it'll probably be a nightmare. We will find out for sure. Another thing, I am allowed to go and use the underground sections for farming. So because plump helmets, come on, you can't draw them anywhere else. So I think that's an exception to the rule. We'll be allowed to use plump helmets, but we'll have all this above ground space for other farms. So let's just go ahead and have a look at the area that we've got. So if we actually quickly just connect my, uh, I still haven't got a working dwarf therapist, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, we go, same as always. Let's just zoom out, just have a little glance around at this. There's plenty of trees in the northern section. Well, I say plenty. Oh yeah, that's loads of trees. That's fine. All this empty space over here. What stone is this? Coal, limonite, sand, mudstone. Okay, so we got sand. That's good. We got a few lakes over here. We got a weirdly shaped river, judging by the map on the top. It sort of spikes out over here in all these directions. Or brook, sorry, not a river, I guess. And then loads of empty space in down here, and then some trees over this side as well. Okay, cool. If we go above ground, like that, we can see we've got loads of trees on the hills as well. Good stuff. Right. There's definitely stuff to do. Definitely do stuff with this. Okay, so might as well just dive straight into it. First thing we're going to need to do is figure out where the hell we want to build our stuff. I think probably it's down here in this nice empty space down here. That'll probably do it. But we will start with the basics. We're gonna need wood to start. So there we go. We'll get some wood going, and we will get some plants collected as well. So we'll see how that goes when we dive them all in. The first thing as well, I'm going to want all my animals in one place. So we will. Oh, don't show this again. A pen and pasture. So there it is. Drag it across, and we'll just have them in that section for now. And we will add all of the animals, apart from dogs and cats. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So we'll just keep playing, then we'll just watch little dwarvies go to work while we wait for them to happen. So they're rushing around now doing all the jobs. So they're taking the animals to the pastures first, and then you've got some guys over here starting to collect all the plants. Um, Nobody is seemingly starting to chop the wood yet. Uh, One of them should start doing it shortly anyway. That's not a problem. We also need to start thinking about like a quarry. How do we want to do the quarry? What's this? Is this jet? Yes, this is jet. I like jet. It's cool to build with. So there is nothing left in the central swamp. Cool. Maybe I think digging into here as if we were going to do a fortress door, and then we could start like quarrying out like this. Yeah, that's a good idea. Collect your mine. There we go. Right. Whoosh, and then we will have a big area like that. Yeah. And we'll leave it like that, and then we can start quarrying here. We are now getting wood cut down. Happy days. This is what you want. So what we're going to do first, oh, we are going to build down here. Or maybe we'll build it. I don't know what to do. Uh, uh even my building planning is a bit confusing. I don't quite know what to do for building, how to do it, where to do it, all this. This open space down here is probably the best, you know. Do we build a palisade first, or do we build our workshops first, or what? I am very just. Ooh, I should have thought about this before we started. We'll build our workshops first. We'll just dive into it and do the workshop. So the first thing, we've got plenty of wood, so we will build a carpenter out of whichever logs are nearby. And now this miner is mining. Happy days. We will, I suppose, just mine most of this shit, you know? Mine it, keep the guy busy, you know? Do, 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 do. There we go. Get out of that section. So he's getting us plenty of stone, and we have our carpenter's workshop built now for the first time. So we are going to add a new task, and it's going to be blocks. We need wooden blocks. Put the wooden blocks on repeat, and we will also make 3, 5, 6, 7 beds for 7 dwarves, and then doors, 2 doors. Okay, how do we plan to do this then? Okay. So we go into constructions, go into wall section, use last material. That's a new one. Um, keep building after placement. Yes. Select material after placement. Yeah, why not? So we will drag this along here, and we will just build ourselves a cheeky little wooden palisade out of. Well, I want to use the blocks, but I guess there's not enough blocks. We need 26. So we'll use these Bayberry wood logs, all for that. And then we will have a door on this side and a door on this side. So we will drag it down to there. And we need 16, so we'll use the pine logs. And it's going to be better, actually, I think, if we build it like this, just for the sake of my screen. And then we go down to there, which, as far as I'm aware, that's aligning. So 16, yeah. Loads of willow logs. And then we just fill it in like this with these willow logs again. Okay, cool. Come out of that. So we'll pause it quickly, and we will cancel the construction, cancel that construction, cancel that construction. We were going to have 2 entrances, so we'll cancel that construction, cancel that construction. It's just the quickest, easy way to do it for me. And then we'll press play again. And now we will start thinking about potentially getting our stonework working. So it's there. There we go. We'll do it like that. And you can have wooden blocks. What else do we need? Farming. So let's get the farmer going. We want a farm plot. We're gonna use this for like safety, so we will have our first couple of farms out in the out here. So we'll have a little farm like that size, and then another one. No, that's a bad place to put it. Do it here. We will get ourselves a farmer as well at the same time. Just put him here or here. Put him there. Why not? Doesn't matter really, does it? Workshops, farming, another farm plot, and we will do it just here. There we go. 2 farm plots. This is stone. Okay, so that's not great for underground. We've got nothing to grow because I put it in a stupid place. Remove it. See, I told you I was rusty, man. This is just rustiness. So we will move it up to here, and we will put the farm. Ah, that's not ideal, is it? We'll try it here. We'll try putting our farms here. Um, and we'll see if we can actually plant anything. There's plants around, so I assume we can't. Yes, and we've got no we've got no seeds for anything. Great. Well thought out. Um, oh well, we'll drag it across here. We can wait until traders come along, I guess. Hopefully. So we want our woodworker to be making rock block, our stoneworker, sorry, making rock blocks repeatedly, um, like that. And yes, good stuff. And our digger is digging away. Cool. What do we want to do next? Difficult one. Gonna add a stockpile anyway. We're gonna build a stockpile and we're gonna put a stockpile here, and it's gonna be a wood stockpile. Yeah. And then we're gonna do a couple of other stockpiles, the average ones that you do. So we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna put it as a corpse stockpile, and then another stockpile right next to it for refuse and stuff. Uh, refuse is here. Yeah, what else have we got? Corpses, refuse. Is that all? Yeah, okay, just refuse. So people should start dumping now. Right. If we go here, what else do we have? Wooden wheelbarrows. We want wheelbarrows, a couple of wheelbarrows. Oh, oops, a daisy, that's me. Oop, damn. What else do we want to do? I suppose we should probably build some sort of a warehouse for like finished goods. Yeah. Do, 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 do. There we go. And that's going to be some sort of like a storage area for what we finish. So if we're going to put our, yeah, we'll do it like that. So we will have a furniture stockpile here, and then right next to it is where we'll put finished goods, because finished goods don't really need that much. There we go. Also, that reminds me, we need bins. Bins and barrels, and then we get on to the next stage of what workshop we need. We are going to need a still. Very, very important that we have a still. And then on that note, we need to farm. So we are going to dig. Where's best to dig? Down here, probably. So we are going to dig like this, but then we're going to dig down here, and we're going to dig this all out. And then this will end up being like a farm for starters anyway. Until we can get more localized anyway, it's all going to be a little bit all over the place. I've got our buildings upstairs. We're going to need to build walls. We're going to need to build houses as well. This is going to be a lot more work than, just designating dig a hole in the ground, and then suddenly you've got your walls, your roof, and your ceiling all done, and you just need to smooth it or engrave it to make the dwarves happy about it. So we're going to have to do something like that. Exactly the same. We're going to need to do that like a dormitory or something for the time being for the dwarves. Okay, so we will, and then we will cancel that construction, and we're going to put ourselves a little dormitory here. So we're going to go constructions, wall, and we want about, oh, we'll just use the logs. Why not? If there's plenty of them, might as well just use them. Cancel that. That was a bit annoying. Let's hope none of this goes too badly. What else do we want? We want to put a floor down. Keep our dwarvies happy. Let's just use willow logs again. And then we'll also build ceilings at the same time. And eventually what we'll do is we'll build walls and doors around these little workshops and ceilings as well. And hopefully that keeps them happy. And, we need to probably build drawbridges here and levers. And, oh, God, it's going to be a whole thing, isn't it? This is going to be very difficult to do. We need a mechanic anyway to start building ourselves gears and stuff, so we will get right on that. And hope that this doesn't go too badly wrong, is the plan anyway, so we'll see. So we're building our dormitory. Our stockpile is not filling up. I think I did it correctly. Like I said, I'm a little bit rusty, but it's definitely a finished good stockpile. So, and they're using the wood stockpile fine. So I think it's probably just that case. Ah, we go. We got a bed. Good little dwarvies. What else we have? Yeah, they're building barrels and blocks and stuff like that as well. So that's good shit. Good, good, good. So now we will go into furniture and we will start placing our beddies. Must be inside. Right. Okay. Give him the door. No, you don't have a door. You only made one door. That's fine. So now, to be able to build the ceiling, we are going to go into constructions again, and we're going to build stairs. I'm going to put them there. We're going to go like that, and we're going to build it out of willow blocks, and that will allow our dwarves to get up on above the ground level and start placing these ceiling by using floors. Yeah, that'll be it, and then that'll be enclosed as a building, and then hopefully it should let me start placing beds down and designating this as a dormitory. Once that's all sorted and done, we'll do the same over here probably as well. Yeah. But we just have so much stuff going on and so few dwarves free to be able to do stuff like that. And we still have no seeds for growing stuff. That is a bit of a bummer. Designate all that. We're going to need a kitchen as well. We don't have enough space for the kitchen. God. I knew this would be difficult to do, but I just didn't think it would be this much of a pain. Like, just planning it out has not been fantastic. Bugger. Crap. Our stairs are built though, so now we can start place planning up to build our ceiling. Yeah, just use closest material. It doesn't matter. Go down. Has this been designated? Resume construction. I don't care. Knew they'd probably cancel it for some bloody reason. Silly dwarves. So someone should be rushing over here. They're starting to do the floors, and I'm glad that they're not cancelling the designation. They're actually doing it quite intelligently for dwarves. So normally they would only be able to do the outside, but now they're doing this. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. Good job, little dwarvies. And then once this is done and that wall bit part is done as well, and there we go. Once these last two are done, it should allow me to place beds. There we go. So we will see furniture, bed, and we can. Good at look at boom, boom. Now I get to designate this as a dormitory, and the guys have got somewhere to sleep. So they should be really, 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 really happy. So there we go, dormitory. Boom. Nope, there we go. Click and drag and accept. Nice. Right, so I think we have to admit that we need to expand. So we are going to do it like this. We are going to go constructions. We're going to go to wall. We are going to select material after placement for the wall. We are going to cut down these trees first. Make room. Get rid of plants and things that we don't want here as well. And because I'm going to build through that, we can see if we can build any of the wall. Yeah, see that tree is going to get in the way of the wall. That doesn't matter. We're just building it like that. Blocked its location because of the bloody tree. Right. We will build along anyway, as far as we can, until the tree gets in the way. There we go. That'll be fine. And then, where do I want it? Here? Yeah. Cancel. 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 Well, at least we don't need to put a drawbridge here now. That's going to save us some time and resources. At least. So let's have a look at our stonework. We're making rock blocks on repeat, making wooden blocks and barrels on repeat. They still can't do anything because there's nothing to do yet because I can't grow because our miner is busy mining over here. Or well, he was busy mining over here. God, this is gonna be a nightmare to do. Oh, I need to city planning, you know? I'm not very good at city planning, clearly. Jesus. And it's so much more work doing all this. Like I said, like if I wanted to build this in the mountain, you know, I just do it with this. Plan, dun 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 dun. Bish bash bosh. Miner comes in, batters it all out, and in 5, 10 minutes, all this is done. Happy days. If I want to expand it, I can expand it. If I don't want, but now you need to use so many more resources building floors, building ceilings, building walls, building stairs to be able to build ceilings. Like that's that's a lot. Digging orders, removing a construction, right? And we'll do that like that. And we have to designate getting rid of that, and then designate getting rid of that. It's just, oh, right. We will just have to wait and see how it goes. We want these trees getting cut down as well before we can finish expanding. But I suppose we can build the workshops that we need. So we want to build a kitchen, is what I said, right? Yeah, kitchen. Gonna build a kitchen, and we're gonna use blocks. We're also gonna make use of building everything that we need, like for farming at the same time. So we're gonna build a butcher and a blocks. We're gonna build a fishery as well because I've noticed that the guy's been fishing. So we will build that out of whatever it is that I'm building it out of. Do I want a tanner? I'm tallying, sorry. Do I want a tanner? No, I don't need a tanner yet. That's just like making stuff that I need to do that for the sake of it. We do need crafts though, so we'll build a crafts workshop and we'll build it here out of blocks, and then happy days. Good, 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 good. We go up. Have let's see if the stairs have been removed. Nope, the stair designation still needs to be done. Okay. How much wood is there? There's not awful lot of wood going. There's plenty of fish all over the place though, which is good stuff. Happy about that. So we'll probably be able to have to build some sort of another warehouse over here, um, for stockpiling food. Yeah, yeah. And then we need like a meeting area and a dining hall and oh no, this is way more than I expected it to have been. Like, it's gonna be gonna be a challenge. I think is the nice way of thinking about it. I know it's a challenge playthrough, but I should have probably. I didn't know how much of a pain this might be. That's for certain. Block there looks like that's been done. Yes, it has. So we will do the other side as well. So let's get rid of that. Happy days. And start thinking about what we want to do now. So we've got this over here is going to be a food stockpile, I think. Yeah. Cancels make wood bin because we need logs. Because there's no logs. Because we've used all of that wood already. So let's just designate all these trees. Elves are going to be so pissed off of us. Like, didn't think of that either. And our mine is not digging anymore, so we can't even use that much in stone, in terms of stone. There we go. We started to cut down trees. Good shit. We are on track. What? Yeah, that's it. Only three. That shit. Yeah, oh, great. That's helpful. Knew that would happen. Okay, that one's fine. Now do these. Go down here. Good, good, good. Get rid of these trees that we don't want. Get rid of them. Okay, so we are now going to go to constructions and we're going to go to a wall here. And we're going to build it with mudstone. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to break the rules. There's probably an easier way to cancel designations off the top of my head. But let's just do it like this for now. So we are going to construction and we're going to go to walls again. And we're going to do it like this. And we're going to just use the mudstone blocks because there's plenty of them. And then mudstone blocks. There we go. Cancel the construction. Cancel the construction. We're going to have two entryways to that. And we're going to now build our stockpile. So we are going to do a stockpile of that size. We're going to go into custom and we're going to find it now. So let's go into food. We want everything except seeds. And I don't really want drink in there. No. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to build another one. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not. We're not. We're not. We're going to repaint this stockpile though. We're going to make that the whole thing is going to be that stockpile. That's what we want. We'll have a seed stockpile over here, just out in the outside isn't great either, is it? Ah, God, irritating. Very irritating. But we'll finish building our walls for this like new section that we are expanding, and we will do it out to about there, and we will just use mudstone blocks as well. So this first bit of wall is going to be a bit all over the place in terms of um, wood here, stone there, wood here, stone there. We can probably remove this little bit later on. We'll leave it for now because I like the structure of it. But for now, we will. We might eventually move this when we start expanding, and we need just make this into one big area, and then expand outward like that. Because we are going to be expanding outwards. This is going to be end up being some sort of a huge spanning city, which is what it is, I guess. Kitchen. We are not producing food because we are not growing anything. This is really, really problematic. Oh God, this is gonna go wrong, I think. I fucked up. I fucked up. I should definitely have set up building a farm first, I think, is what I've taken away from this already. Pebbles. Mudstone pebbles. Right, okay. Whereas the carpenter is not building anything anymore at the moment. Good. Okay. We want you to be building. You can stop with the barrels and stuff, but we want you making wooden blocks on repeat, making rock blocks on repeat still. Actually, because we're building rocks on repeat now, we are going to build a stockpile here, and we are going to make it into a stone stockpile. So if we go to bars and blocks, we want it to be blocks of stone, and all of this. So we can have a bunch of stuff in that stockpile. That's fine. We've had some migrants have arrived. 7 of them, by the looks of it. 7 migrants have arrived. I think. Okay. Yeah, the population isn't going up anymore. So 7 migrants have arrived. Get in. So we've doubled our population, despite being an absolute mess of a fortress. Um, so hopefully that's okay. We are kind of hoping that some of them will dive in and start doing this. They might have brought some supplies with them or animals with them. Let's have a look. No, they didn't bring any animals. All right. We've got 3 female horses and 2 male peacocks. Good. And a male bull and a male lamb. Great stuff. So I just embarked. I didn't do this setup. I didn't think about it very much, which is entirely on me for being an idiot, clearly. So I could have, if I was intelligent, would have brought along a case of chickens and hens and stuff like that, So I could have at least had a diet of eggs for my dwarves if all of this had failed. But I am not that smart, so we are going to have to rely on migrants bringing them or the traders bringing them and then buying them off the traders, which is not ideal because who knows what people bring. Again, this place is going to need this food stockpile is going to definitely need a ceiling on it, so we will build that and as quick fast as we can. Whereas this section over here is not that important, I suppose, for getting a ceiling done. But the dwarves now seem to be getting into the habit of being mildly productive. Let's go to the stoneworkers workshop, and we are going to make a couple of rock doors just to get some doors in there. The stockpiles. There we go. You see, we've got vermin and stuff bouncing around. We want that sorted. Um, kind of desperate to get this done, guys. Really, really But oh well. Let's make some easy meals on repeat. Hopefully that doesn't run out of food too quickly. Anyway, we can build our dining hall over here, I guess. There's plenty of room now that we've got all this sorted out. Yeah, we will. But first, we will finish the floors on this. So we will just select material after placement. Yeah, that's fine. We will build it out of willow blocks. And then hope that doesn't take too long as well. What about over here? The carpenter is doing our doors. The stoneworker was doing our doors, and he hasn't finished a lot of them yet, so we will still leave it. But there's still a couple there, actually, so that should be fine. So we'll go doors, and we will use closest material. It doesn't matter. Boom, boom. 2 doors down. Happy days. And then once this is done, it'll be enclosed, and it should be safe from the elements and a little bit safer from vermin and bees and flies and all that other stuff. I placed a stockpile down, and that is what we will not a stockpile. I placed a pen and pasture and pastured some cats in there, which you can see bouncing around, and they should hopefully keep the food safe from vermin. Realistically, would have been nice if I'd floored it, but we can just come back to that later. Who knows? I might knock this down in time. It looks like we've got a decent amount of supplies in terms of food right now, so that's good. That's a relief. Anyway, so let's move on, and we'll build our main hall, well, temporary main hall, and yeah, okay, we will make use of this as well, just to make it a little bit bigger. And then, and I didn't select what materials we'll use either, so that's a bit, so that is what it is, you know. Constructions, we will build stairs. We will have a set of stairs. Yeah, that go like that. Yeah, that's good. Good shit. Stairs are done. Ceiling and floor. It doesn't really matter what material we use at the minute. We've got nothing valuable to use, so it's not the end of the world no matter what. And we'll leave that like that for the time being until they finish it. Has that been suspended? Yes, it did. Struck white. Oh, I can hear digging. Not digging anywhere that I want to be dug, though, unfortunately. But, well. The mechanic. We need some drawbridges and stuff, don't we? So let's just get some rock mechanisms going. Hopefully, if someone arrives, we can sell them as well, as a worst case scenario. Are the meals being prepared? Yeah, they are. So we're still having something in terms of food. Um, so and then the ceilings are being built, which is good as well. That's what you want. And we'll build some doors. There we are. Nice stuff. All right, okay. So maybe, maybe it's not so bad. It might not be the end of the world. As long as we get this sorted and we get a food supply going, that's the priority. My priority is getting the food sorted. I think that's a reasonable priority. I just don't know why the dwarves are just ah. I did designate this to be dug first in their defense, so that's annoying. I could cancel that designation and then come back to it actually. Um, but I can't be bothered to do that. That's fine. We'll just leave it as it is. Um, yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. This still been suspended? Construction inactive? No, it's not suspended. Floors, yes. Build 2 floors over there as well. And then, yeah, I want this floored as well. So we will floor this whole thing, actually, with a mixture of whatever it is. Whatever they want, basically. The dwarves' choice to floor this main hall with whatever they fancy. Don't really care too much about that. We've got 7 beds for 14 dwarves. That will have to do for the time being. Yeah. And these guys they're making decent progress through it, actually, so it's not the end of the world at all for me in terms of that. So we are looking pretty, to be fair, for now. Our little dwarves are running around, and we are gradually getting somewhere. One thing I don't like is, you see this? How you've got the doors here and the floors like showing the grass because this wasn't floored beforehand. I hate that. I do hate it. It's worth tearing down the doors just to floor them before then putting the doors again, just because that irritates me. Whereas here against the walls, it's all neat and tidy. Whereas here you can see the grass beneath it, and it's really irritating. It's over here as well. Yeah, that pisses me off. Double door up, really. Stray ram, adorable. Didn't think we had anything not designated. Maybe we brought ourselves a little. Oh, that was a lamb, wasn't it? It was a lamb. It wasn't a ram. Right. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So now this is done, we are going to turn this into another 2-story building. So this is going to be the main hall. So that is like that and that. There's going to be a corridor, and we are going to have some offices up here. If I can figure out how to size them, that's the thing. How do I size them? Because this will only be too wide, if I put walls around. That's kind of what I'm concerned about them being too small. So this building is not ideal. What about like that? Could make them like that. Pause again, actually, while I do this, and then drag that down there. And then there'll be 3 by 3. And I think for starters, for like a manager and a stockbroker and stuff, that's an acceptable size. Yeah, okay. And we'll go to constructions, and we'll go to the stairs, and we'll drag this along, and we'll go up a level as well, so we can ceiling this off. Okay, fine, 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 fine. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're gonna go to our carpenter's workshop, and we're gonna get a couple of chairs and um, a table sorted. So wooden chair. Let me click it. There we go. Wooden chair. That's 3 chairs. Where's table? There. One table. One table. And then once we get a manager sorted out, this will be a lot easier to sort this also. Like get the amounts sorted, and I'll not have to do all of this legwork. But it is a process, and this is getting done gradually. So we've got one very happy, one kind of happy, and 5 not massively happy people going on over here. So who is our really happy dwarf? Why do we have a dwarf that's really, really, really happy? Why the expedition leader? You are ecstatic for some reason. Why are you ecstatic? Makes no sense. Yelled at by an unhappy citizen. Yelled at while being cried on by an unhappy citizen. Fondness. He's just happy because of his memories, basically. We've got loads of wood up here. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. The weather is cleared. That's another thing about building above ground. Dwarves hate rain. Like they hate rain. They hate being caught out in the rain. They will just buckle under the dealing with the rain. So this upstairs area is gradually getting done. Our food stocks are about 200 as a guess, but it seems like we've got plenty of plants and fish, which is good. Not much meat. 5 pieces of meat. I don't know where we got meat from. Must have been hunting, I assume. But oh well, gradually gonna get there and sort it all out. But this has been. I'm not entirely sure if I would call it a productive little starter session, but we it's okay. It's okay so far. So far so good. No one's died, I suppose is the best way. Needs unrotten raw fish, okay. So there's no fish ready, and we've got meals are getting made, and we're nearly getting the main hall done. So we're gonna make this into like a dining hall meeting area as well. Or beer hall, I suppose you could consider it. Um, And then up here we're gonna have like the manager's office and the bookkeeper, and then that got stocks and stuff, and that'll be able to issue manager audit work orders, and then that should make my life easier in terms of organizing stuff. The thing I really need to do is get my food production up and going. That is the primary goal, because we just can't, we can't plant anything. We've got no seeds, which is a bit irritating. And I can't use my plump helmets because my plump helmets. Oh, please say no one's eating plump helmets. Please say I didn't designate them as a not eat. Oh no. Food. Leaves and fruit. It's not in leaves and fruit, is it? They're not fruit. Oh no. Bread, mussel, biscuits, salmon biscuits, parsnips, prickle bit of. Okay, I can't see pigtail seeds. We have spawn. Okay. Right. So if we go now quickly to the here labor's work orders. No, not work orders. It's in. I think it is labor. Yeah, in the kitchen we'll see what we can and can't cook. Plump helmet spawn can't be cooked. Plump helmets can't be eaten. There we go. Good. We saved it. Whew. That was very lucky. Okie dokie. What's that? Anhydrite. Right. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So we've got plenty of rock mechanisms. Let's see if we can build ourselves a bridge. So we want it to pull that way. So drag it out, make it that long. And then we want this one to pull this way. Okay, so we need to build a depot as well. Okay, and then we will go here, trade depot, build it there. Alert! There we go. Yes, I'll build a trade depot for you. And then I'll build like a lever that's connected to these bridges. No, I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Okay, I'll just say I want that done. The bridge looks like he's getting, yeah, he's building the bridge, good. And then we're going to use the mechanisms and we'll build a lever for each bridge, I think is probably the smartest way to do it. Just for like future in case I destroy a bridge or like want one closed rather than another and all that. So we'll see how that is. We want a trade depot built as well. So we go to the noble screen, get rid of this. We want a broker. So it's going to be our woodworker apparently. Pretty handy. Nice. So we built our trade depot. Hopefully they arrive and start unloading their goods that they apparently may or may not have. And then we should try to trade with them, hopefully. um, yeah, they've started unloading their goods. Good stuff. We also want to get rid of that. Bada boom. This is a lot more work than building into a mine. Like into a mountain, sorry. All done there, all done there. Good. So now we want to build a floor. Like that. And then all this can be turned into an office. This can be turned into a meeting area. We're going to use furniture. We're going to build table down here, table here, table here, table there. That's it. And then we're going to do chairs as well. Furniture, chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, only 3 chairs. And then we'll turn this into a dining area, meeting area, both. Move goods to and from the depot. Do I have anything worth trading? I don't. Oops. Always forget about that. Barrels. Prepared food is worth about 1,000, to be honest. That's like the only thing I've got going for me right now is that barrel of prepared food. I don't want to sell my only food. This bin contains 12 items. There's bars and blocks, yeah, finished goods. 12 items. There's nothing in there to sell. Doors, cloth. There's nothing here. Rough gems. Literally none of them. We'll send all of them. Why not? Tools, doors. This is just not ideal trading. Fine. And then we'll have a look in these bins. Right. we'll just send them, and then if I don't need to, I can send piecemeal. I don't need to send an entire barrel, stuff like that. Okay. Yes, yes. We're getting there. Okay, bam. That's all I need. That's all I needed. Right, a tiny little farm plot. I don't need a big one. There we go. Oh, thank God for that. We're also gonna dig this section out as well, and this section out. I don't care. I need sand. We're gonna do the designations here as well. So we will do a dining hall, and we will just paint it like that. Except, and we will make this also a meeting. No, we won't bother with the meeting area. We'll just make it as a dining hall. And we'll wait for our little broker to come sprinting. And he's no, that wasn't him. He's decided to eat apparently. Nice. There he is. Okay, now he's decided. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Let's see if we can trade for some important stuff. So we'll get rid of this and get rid of this. Let's have a look at what you have. I don't want any of this stuff, and I want to get through here as quickly as I can. You got a hen. Get in. Good stuff. I'll take some dwarven rum as well, if possible. Buckets, battle axes, warhammers, short swords, maces, crossbows, pigs, trading space. We need seeds, bro. We need seeds, bro. Come on. Come on, Obok. Give me some seeds. Pigtail. Dwarven wheat. 1,000. No, I'm not paying 1,000. I can't pay 1,000. Bins of cloth. No. Meat and fish. Leaves and fruit. Why not? Yeah, there's nothing here for me, is there? Cheese. Yeah, no, I can't. Growth gems. Boom. Okay, the trader's losing only 68. So I'm not giving you that. And then anything in here that I don't need. No, everything is kind of important. Okay. The trader is profiting 42. That's not fantastic, is it? Wait, am I trading anything? No. Barrels. And a Ken. Uh, Trade? Okay, good. So, put that there as well now. That'll have to do. That'll have to do. We will do this. We will build another chair. Another chair. And then another table and 2 more tables. We need a manager and a bookkeeper, I think, is what we need to do. Pears. See, can we not eat them? Can we collect them? That's annoying. More migrants have arrived. Huzzah! Bet they'll be really helpful, and I bet they've got loads of kids. A woodcutter and a blacksmith, and 2 children. Happy days. That's very helpful. Great. 2 children to do nothing with. Happy days. Well, at least it looks like we're getting the farm somewhat started. It hasn't been suspended. They just haven't done it yet. Ah, God. Well, that's our first steps of an above ground fortress. It hasn't gone quite according to plan, but yeah, we just have to see how it happens next time, and hopefully we don't get wiped out by any sort of invasions, snatches, goblins or trolls or anything like that, because we are really not. Yeah, it's not prepared or defendable at all. This is a mess. But we'll see if I can sort it out in the next couple of videos that we will produce. So yeah, that's it today, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.